Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
All right, kids, we're going to learn how to use Google today.
Oh.
Okay.
There is a name that is the lead name in my story that I have here, and her name is Dulce, D-U-L-C-E.
Dulce?
Huh?
Like Dulce, the candy.
Okay. Dulce, D-U-L-C-E.
Yes.
Flores. Dulce Flores.
Mm-hmm. What'd she do?
High school Spanish teacher.
Oh.
She's 33 years old.
Damn!
Let me see.
Yo,
And guess
she
what
is
she's in trouble
fine.
for? She's
Don't tell me-
fine. She's
don't tell me she
fine,
messed with a little
fine,
kid.
fine. Her name is D-U-L-C-E.
I'm trying to get you the
Flores,
picture
F-L-O-R-E-S. Hit for the camera. This what she look like.
Woo!
This what she look like right here.
Oh, my goodness.
And she is in trouble according to World Star. And when I Googled her, a lot of stories came up. High school Spanish teacher who's 33 years old named Dulce Flores, according to New York Post, is accused of having sex with a 17-year-old student.
What
is wrong with these teachers?
A 17-year-old?
Yeah.
Dude, she's hot.
Why?
It's still disgusting and bad and all that stuff. At least they're leading.
Stop.
What?
No, let's not at least nothing.
You were
There's a
like, it's
problem.
close to 18. You can't do
It's
that.
not
Dude,
acceptable.
she's
You can't do that.
33.
I know that. I'm just
And fine.
Well, I'm just saying, thank
There's
God it's not a
millions
12-year-old,
of men
13-year-old.
and females that are out there between the ages of 18 to 33
And
that you can have.
you know what she wanted? That boy in the class. That's so gross.
Oh, man.
What is attractive about a
That's crazy.
17-year-old?
She is from California, and it says she's accused of having a sexual relationship with a teenage student, according to the police. Dulce Flores, a teacher from Riverbank High School outside of Modesto, is charged with having a 17-year-old sex with a 17-year-old while he was a student in 2023, according to the county sheriff's office. The 33-year-old had been teaching at the school since 2016, according to the law enforcement. They launched an investigation into the teacher after the school official received a tip about the inappropriate relationship, because as any 17-year-old boy with this woman,
Yeah, that's crazy.
you got to run around and tell everybody.
Yeah, I know. And that's also the other thing. If you were to ever and you should never, I mean, all these kids always get caught up because they tell.
Because you have to.
How are you not
I'm not going
gonna
to drive
tell?
a Bentley and not tell you I drove a Bentley. Whose Bentley is outside? I don't know.
I have no idea.
So
Oh,
Bentley?
was that me?
I'm going to tell.
It's mine.
And it's going to be the people who tell who are not getting it.
Right.
Like, they like, you in the locker room like, bro, Miss
Yeah.
Dulce, Miss Flores.
Don't
oh,
tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody, but she got a mole on the inside of her back. It's nice.
How
Or
do
you know, he
that?
was in class, he got an F on something. He was like, hey, Dulce. Hey,
They say you failed. This F ain't for fail, brother.
yeah.
This F ain't for fail.
we gonna change this to, hey,
We
right,
doing
Dulce.
things up in here.
Damn,
Okay,
dude.
so that's
Yeah.
someone you have to look up just because you're like, wow, she could go to a bar, she can go to a park, she can
Right.
go to a church and find any man.
I can't even get a text back. 17-year-olds are getting this.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. All right, so now, staying in high school, there's a kid who is getting ready to get rich. Because I guarantee you this is just the world we live in now, so I just had to say it out loud. While we were doing math last night, I found this story. There's a high schooler in Tennessee who is suing his school district after graduating with a 3.4 GPA,
Oh, wow.
but he can't read or write.
Excuse me?
He can't read or write. He's like, they failed him. He's dyslexic,
Okay, so.
and they didn't apparently. They pushed him through.
And
And so
instead of
now
dealing with the problem?
he's graduated with a 3.4. However, he still can't read or write. According to the Clarksville Montgomery County School System in Tennessee, they're being sued by a former student referred to as William A. Despite graduating in 2024 with a 3.4 GPA, William was unable to read due to undiagnosed dyslexia.
Okay.
The lawsuit alleges that the school district failed to provide him with a free, appropriate public education as required by the federal law. In February 2025, a federal appeals court ruled in Williams' favor, affirming that the school had not met its obligation under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act.
Well, obviously.
He is getting ready to get paid. However, he won't be able to count it.
Stop it.
He won't be able to read the paperwork.
Can't read the paperwork. He's like, am I guilty? Read this. Like, but I mean, he's gonna get paid.
I don't understand the severity of his dyslexia, but I have heard of kids in my class that I know that have had that, and they just usually get extra time, or they figure out ways to get around it.
No, you
They
can't
failed
leave a
him.
dyslexic person to figure it out. I mean, they teach you how to decipher because left turns to right, like you start seeing it different. So I'm not an expert on it, but it was an episode of The Cosby Show.
Oh, God. Okay.
So that's what I'm just saying.
That was a big episode, by the way.
Because that's when they found out Theo was dyslexic,
Right.
and that's why he wasn't doing as well.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I know y'all hate when I mention Cosby. But
Well, I mean, that was a big show back in the day, too. We learned a lot of life lessons, but I will say that just because you have, we'll say, a disability, I think dyslexia is like one of the most common disabilities as well. Doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to read or write.
No, they need to help you.
Also, this is a failure, I feel like, on his point, too. How are you not taking accountability and graduating without...
You can't blame the victim.
Oh,
Don't victim shame.
You can't blame somebody and
Don't victim shame.
I just have a question. So he's suing because they passed him through
because they didn't want to deal with
and
it.
he can't read and write. So
Correct.
it's like they hooked him up with passing.
No,
grades.
you can't hook me up.
No.
You can't hook me up. You have to make sure I'm ready. What did schools do? We make sure you're prepared for life.
For the
Yes.
real world.
But guess what? Real life, he out there looking at stop signs like,
Isn't there some accountability here at all?
no.
There needs to be
What?
some.
It's on you to do your homework. It's on you.
It's on you to do your homework, but it's also I'm saying schools
it's
have
their
a
fault
certain
as
way
well.
to teach certain folks.
If he was a
understand that.
really
And plus, they have a whole act. It said the disabilities, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act.
Mm-hmm.
They got disabilities. You have to accommodate it. I got wheels. I need a ramp.
Yeah.
I got dyslexia or dyslexia, depending on how you look at it. I got to learn. And you got to make it some sort of way for me to be able to be accommodated.
Things go undiagnosed all the time.
He passed these tests though. He did whatever he had to do to pass. So like if he did all of that stuff,
If you
it's
can't,
not
bro,
the school's fault.
I know you like to argue. But if you go to a school, if you're my kid, me and Meredith are your parents, and we go to your school teacher, and they say, Lil Rich got a 3.7, and we like, Lil Rich can't read. Lil Rich be at home reading words, and we be looking at him like, hey, that ain't it. So how does he have a 3.7? And they're like, well, we kind of help him along. That's the school's fault. That's not the student's fault. You're getting the benefit of it, but it's not going to benefit you in the long run.
It's definitely the school's fault for sure for passing him to the next grade and not fixing the issue instead of holding him. Holding him back?
Yeah,
that's definitely a huge problem.
They're the reason he's going to get a big payday. He's going to get $2 million, and he's going to look at that bank account and say, "I got $200." Oh my God!
Orlando and the Freak Show.
I'm Rich.